Hello! Today I want to have a chat about followers on Instagram and my theory behind why a lot of us are losing them at the moment. But before I jump into that, there's something else I'd like to say, and that is don't get too caught up on the numbers. Yes, it's important to build an audience and have engagement when you're focusing on building your personal brand or your business, but a number doesn't say anything about the successfulness of a business. You could have 100,000 followers with none of them really being that invested in what you do and what you're about. Or you could have 500 followers who absolutely adore everything you do and will turn into potential customers. And that is far more valuable than the number of 100,000. I feel like lately the number game has been getting a lot of people down, and I'd also like to just remind you that remember that this doesn't happen overnight. This is you building your personal brand, which is essentially a business. Nobody builds a business overnight. You've got to give it years, honestly years. And I know that that doesn't always feel good to hear, but just because you're having a bad month or a bad 6 months or even a slow year doesn't mean that it's a sign that this isn't the right thing to do for you. It just means that you need more time to grow into what you want to be. And until we can really start to enjoy the process of building that business, we're never going to feel happy, because no matter what your milestones are, by the time you get there, it doesn't feel like the big thing you thought it was going to feel like, because you've been on the journey to get there. So you do celebrate it, but it doesn't take long before you're thinking, okay, what's next? And you're on that journey again. So that's where it's really important to find happiness and to find purpose and to have goals in your everyday. And when you have a purpose that really drives you and really inspires you, that's what's going to get you through those slower seasons. And this is something I'm going to talk a lot more about in my online e-course, Bud to Bloom, which is coming very soon. I will link to it below if you're interested in looking into it. But let's get to my theory on why we're losing followers at the moment. I think something we often forget is that in order to understand how other people are using Instagram, we can look at ourselves as a perfect example. So something I've noticed I've been doing a lot lately is unfollowing people. I think the way the algorithm is working at the moment is it's showing us accounts that we haven't seen for a while, that maybe we followed a year or more ago and haven't seen since. And so now when they pop up on our feed, we've forgotten that we followed them in the first place, or their content has changed a lot and we don't relate to it anymore. And so we're unfollowing a lot more people. And so if you think about it, that's probably what's happening to us too. We're showing up on these pages and these people don't associate with us anymore. And that's okay. And actually it's great that they unfollow, because they're not engaged anyway. And so actually they're bringing your engagement rate down. The less followers you have, but the more of those followers who are engaged, that makes your engagement rate a lot higher. And like I said in the beginning, 500 followers can be far more valuable than 100,000 followers, depending on how connected they are to your content. So don't let it get you down. It's just a phase. Like everything, Instagram goes through seasons, and this is a slower season. Take it as an opportunity to really embrace the community that you already have, and to focus more on your purpose and your goals and why you're actually doing this. I'd love to hear what you think about my little theory, and if you have any questions for me, please leave them below. Give this video a like, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.